Hey, welcome to the very first episode of The Social Edit. I'm your host, Sam Palmieri, former NYPD cop turned property manager turned marketing-obsessed real estate creative, and I am so excited that you're here. This podcast is for the real estate agent who wants to build a business that actually feels like them, whether you're brand new to real estate or you've been in the game for years. My goal is to help you fall in love with marketing and not just social media, but every way you show up in your business. I'm talking how to market your listings, pop-up events, postcards, networking, farming, your personal brand, your story, your presence, your follow-up, all of it. Marketing is so much more than just posting on Instagram, and this show is going to cover it all. Before that, let's get into it. Let's take it back a little bit. Before real estate, before property management, before I even thought about marketing as a career, I was living in New York working as an NYPD police officer. It was my dream. But outside the uniform, I was always low-key obsessed with social media. I thought maybe I could be a fitness influencer and was working out and sharing my journey, posting my recipes, my workout videos. Then when I became a mom, I thought, okay, maybe this is it. This is my moment. I'm going to be a mom influencer. I never actually blew up. But something bigger happened. I fell in love with the process. I loved capturing my life. I loved telling stories. I loved editing videos and crafting captions. I loved sharing my life with the world and connecting with people I didn't know in real life. And once I started to post about being a mom and the struggles of mental health, the postpartum, the trying to bounce back after gaining 70 pounds, people began to reach out. They would share their own stories and tell me how much the things I was saying out loud helped them. And I knew there was something to this. Something so special happens when you share your true, authentic self. And that's what hooked me. So I started going deep into research, into the rabbit holes of YouTube, into Reddit. I wanted to know, how do you actually grow? How do you build a brand? How do you make content that matters and people want to watch? I was watching YouTube videos, studying content creators, testing things out, learning from trial and error over and over and over again. And that's when I realized I didn't just love posting, and it didn't matter what I was posting about. I loved marketing. Later, when I moved to North Carolina and started working in property management, all of those skills, content creation, connection, storytelling, they came back full circle. I was suddenly the one taking videos of apartments, running and documenting events, making flyers, managing social accounts, and I knew this was it. Marketing was my thing. I just didn't know it had a name yet, or all that was included in marketing besides social media. I'm a firm believer that everything, and I mean everything, happens for a reason. I found myself in this marketing role in property management for a reason. I met the right people at the right time for a reason. It all led me to where I am today. Today, I can proudly state that I am the director of marketing at one of the top teams in eXp Realty and the #1 mega team in North Carolina, Call Group Residential. I interviewed with Tina for the position of creative marketing advisor, and even though I had no official educational background or training and not a whole lot of experience in it, she could see that I was passionate about marketing and socials, and she gave me a shot. After being in this position for a few months and having my eyes set on being a member of the leadership team, at least one day, I received an email one Thursday morning that completely changed my mindset. The day had come. Only 4 months into this position, I hit my goal. I was asked to join the leadership team. Now, many of you will say, great, you got a promotion. What's the big deal? It is a big deal. It meant so much to me because, remember, I have no formal training. Everything I know is self-taught. And to be acknowledged in this way really took me out of feeling like I was an imposter and out of my imposter syndrome that I was feeling. And it gave me a sense of belonging, like I earned that spot. I deserve to sit in this seat. So here's the truth. Most agents either feel like their marketing is too overwhelming or they don't know where to start. And I get it. No one teaches you this stuff when you get your license. I've been through the pre-licensing course. I'm actually about to go through it again in a few months. You learn contracts, fair housing laws, lead-based paint disclosures, but no one teaches you how to stand out in a sea of realtors who all look the same. No one teaches you how to generate business for yourself. No one teaches you how to use events to build real relationships or how to craft a listing video that actually gets people talking and reaching out to you to see it instead of sending it to another realtor. This podcast is here to change that. You won't just hear me talk about how to make a reel, even though we are going to get into that. We're also going to dive into, how to design effective postcards people actually read instead of tossing in the trash, why you should be doing pop-up events even if no one shows up at first, how to build a recognizable personal brand, how to farm a neighborhood without being annoying, how to use open houses as strategic marketing plays to build more business, and how to get creative about your listing packages so you land that listing every single time. This isn't fluff. It's real, actionable, strategic, and fun. Now, here's what you won't get from me. You're not going to get a whole bunch of guru speak or salesy fluff that makes you feel like you're behind or you're doing it all wrong. Because in reality, there is no right or wrong in a lot of this. This is trial and error and what you want your brand to be about and based on who your audience is. You will get a little tough love when you need it. Step-by-step ideas that actually work, stories from the field and maybe the occasional rant, a whole lot of motivation to finally do the dang thing. You'll walk away from every episode feeling a little bit more confident, a little bit more equipped, and even a bit more excited to market your business in your own way. So what's next? The first couple episodes are going to cover the foundational stuff, the things I wish I knew when I started, the things I was teaching myself. We'll talk about why marketing is not optional in today's market, how to create content that doesn't feel cringy, how to build a personal brand even if you feel like you're just starting out, and why most agents' marketing techniques aren't working, and how to fix it. Then we'll start diving into the specific tools and strategies from social to print to in-person so you can start building your own playbook that works for you and your market, whatever market you're in. We're also going to have amazing guests who are killing it in their zones, from agents who built their business on farming to pros who get leads from pop-ups to branding experts and so much more. So if you're ready to stop winging your marketing and start being intentional, consistent, and creative, then this is your podcast. Make sure to follow, leave a review if this got you fired up a little bit, and always check the show notes for any freebies or resources I find that would be helpful to you guys. This is going to be so much fun. I am so excited, and I promise you will get something from this. So let's do it. I'll see you next week on The Social Edit.